Hello everybody, welcome back to Analyze Our Own Games Part 2. It's been a long time since my last video, sorry about that, life's been kinda crazy lately, hectic schedule, no time for anything. But I think we have to make time for the things that really matter to us, that's why I'm here. This time I decided to analyze with you a game I played against a computer, software, an engine if you will, called Clarabit. Clarabit's from Spain, it was developed by a guy called Salvador, and it was named after his daughter, called Clara, hence Clarabit. It is not a top of the ranking lists software, but it's very strong. It's very difficult to beat it. So I think we have to be happy when we play or we draw or we even win against such software. The game goes like this: e4, c5, that's called the Sicilian defense, knight f3, knight c6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, queen b6. As you can see, my knight is attacked 2 times by his pieces, her pieces, or its pieces, you decide. Then I have to do something. I played knight b3. I think that's the best option we have here. Knight f6, attacking my pawn. Then I decided to defend it, of course. I played knight c3, then e3, e6, sorry, a3. I played a3 to prevent the bishop from coming to b4. And here, queen c7. She could have played, or maybe it would be better or not. We never know. These are subtle nuances that we never know. But another option could have been bishop e7, bishop e3, and queen c7. But it would not change much in this position. So after queen c7, I played bishop g5, attacking his knight. Bishop e7, bishop e2. Another option could be f4 and h6. Okay, going back. Then after bishop e2, castles and castles. d5. Here's a very interesting point or moment of the game. Maybe it was too late to play this d5, maybe not. Softwares, computers are very good at tactics, so they analyze everything and they usually are correct in their assessments and their moves. But Stockfish suggests knight g4. As you can see here, threatening mate. Then I have to take the knight and then take the bishop. Yeah? And it's an equal position. So after d5, I decide to play e takes d5, then knight takes d5, knight takes d5, e takes d5, bishop takes e7, queen takes e7. Now it's the position, the thing has changed a lot. Now, as you can see, 2 of my pieces attack the d5 pawn. This pawn cannot be defended by another pawn. This is called isolated pawn. Sometimes it's a weakness, sometimes not, depends. But while playing computers, it's usually not a disadvantage. They are very good at defending and attacking. Then it defended the pawn by playing bishop e6. Then I posted my knight on d4. This is a very good move. Another option could have been c3 or bishop take. Bishop taking d5 would be risky, kind of risky, because then I would be pinned by the rook. So it's not a good idea. I don't think it's advisable to play such moves when playing against computers. They are usually very good at tactics and will be smashed sooner or later. Then I would have to play c4, then bishop takes d5, c takes d5, queen e5, queen takes, rook takes. And this is an equal position, but I don't know. When I was playing the computer, I didn't want to risk anything, so I played safe. So after knight d4, queen c6, yeah, attacking my knight, so I have to defend it. I played c3, then rook a c8, rook c1. Another option could have been knight takes e6, f e6, rook e1, and rook ce1. And I have a slight superiority, but it's almost nothing. It's almost equal. The position is equal. Okay, after rook c1, queen b6 again. See, attacking my pawn this time. Queen d2, knight e5, bishop e2. I didn't want to exchange my bishop, so that's why I moved it. Another option could have been rook b1. Okay, but I played bishop e2, then rook f e1, rook f e1. Oh, sorry, I said rook f e8. Sorry, here e8, and then rook f e1, bishop d7. And here I have to admit that I didn't know what to play. Then I decided to play h3, just a waiting move, just waiting to see what happens. This sometimes, while playing against computers or even against people, it's advisable, because sometimes we don't know what to do. Then we play this, just wait for our opponent to decide what to do. Another option could have been knight f3. Decide to exchange the knight. Okay, after I played h3, Clarabit played f6. I don't think it's a bad move, but it's usually not advisable because it opens the diagonal here. Yeah? And in the future it can become dangerous. But as I said, computers are very good at calculating, and they usually, when they play something, they are very accurate. Then another waiting move I played here, bishop f1. Just waiting Clarabit to decide what to do. It is not a bad move, it's just a waiting move. Then she played knight c4. Then I think it's time to take this knight, because it can become dangerous. I took it, bishop takes c4, d takes c4, and now we can see here the configuration of pawns is symmetrical again, it's equal. All the pawn formation is like mine. Yeah, 3-3 and 3-3 here, so it's an equal position. Then here I played king f1. I was just trying to wait and see if Clarabit would decide to exchange something. See, I took 3 minutes thinking about this move. I'm very slow. And then she played queen d6. It's a nice move. I think it centralizes the queen and threatens to come here, and then it would be very embarrassing for me. Then I decided to exchange the pieces as much as I could. I played knight f3. I thought, the software, the computer, will exchange some pieces or will move the queen. I thought she would take my queen, but then it was a check. Yeah? A check on d3. And according to Stockfish, it's considered not good. It's a mistake, a small mistake. It's not the best option we have. Then I was about to move my king, and then I decided, no, let's exchange the queens. It's usually very good to exchange the heavy pieces when playing against computers. because as they are very good tactically, it diminishes their power. Then I take the queen, c takes d3, and then I exchange it more. Let's exchange this and try to go to a better ending, or a better end game, or try to get something, or a draw or something. Even getting a draw against a software as good as Clarabit is good. It's a good result. Then I took on e8, check, yeah, and then she decided to take the rook with the bishop. But according to Stockfish, better would have been to take with the rook. Then rook d1, bishop a4, rook d2. It would be not good to take on the d3 because of bishop b5. Then my rook is gone. Yeah, I would lose the quality and probably the game. And then b6, knight d7, d4, bishop e4, defending the pawn. Yeah, and f3, and bishop g6, and it's slightly better for white, but I'm not sure if I would be able to win this game. Okay, but that didn't happen because the engine decided to take with the bishop. Okay, then I played king e1. Yeah, but better would have been to play the knight to d4, and then bishop g6, defending the pawn again. Okay, but after king e1, it played bishop c6, and then I moved my king to take the pawn. Yeah, but as you can see here, my knight is attacked by the bishop, and sooner or later it will take it, and my pawns will be doubled, as we call it, doubled pawns. It's not good, but sometimes it's acceptable. And then it defended the pawn, of course, but another option would have been bishop takes f3, g takes f3, rook c5, and rook e1 with an equal position. Despite the fact that I have this pawn is a goner, is dead, so to speak, the position is considered equal. So after rook d8, I played rook e1. Yeah, the idea here is to take this pawn and not let my opponent double my pawns here. Okay, but she was quicker. She took it, I took with the pawn, and here's the blunder, the blunder that cost the game. f5, maybe d7, rook d7 would save the game, but I don't know. I would take this pawn, yeah, this pawn, I would move the rook to e3 and take the pawn, and in case of exchange of rooks, I would have a better endgame. But if I would be able to win is another story. So f5 was definitely a mistake, a blunder. And then my rook goes to e3. Then a6, this is kind of those moves that we know that we're lost, but we don't know what to do. Okay, a6, then I took the pawn, of course, and Clarabit decided to take my rook. So it's not good. When we are inferior, we have an inferior position, I think it's better, everybody knows that it's better to keep the rook, because it will make the winning player will have a harder time, will be more difficult to win the game. So it's not advisable to exchange it. And here I'm winning here. Then I took the rook, and here I have a winning position. G6, another option G5, but it's lost anyway. Then I'm proud of this game because I played it almost all the best moves possible. So I played it very well. It's not a great achievement to win from such a software, an engine, but it's usually very difficult. So I'm proud of this game. Then she played King F8, I played King D5. Better would have been King C5. Then A5, B4. Here I decide to exchange because I have, as you can see, I have 3 pawns here. The program has just 2, so I have a passing pawn. One of them will become a queen. So B4, A takes B4, A takes B4, F4. This is of course all the moves that could be done in the position, but they will not save the game. Then I played C4, and here Brainfish or Stockfish announces they announce mating 20 moves, starting with King D6, then G5, C4, King F7, King C7, King E6, King takes, King E5, and then all the moves. As I said before, a queen is promoted, and the rest is a question of time, because 2 queens will mate very quickly. So C4, H6, C5. See, my pawns are moving forward. They will become queens sooner or later. King E7, B5, H5. See, my 3 pawns here, they stop these 3. So it's a question of time to promote my queen. King E5, King D7. Now I go to the other side of the board to how can I say, mop up all the pawns. G5, no escape anyway, I'm gonna take it anyway. So King takes G5, then King E6, trying to take my pawns, but I take the last of the guys that keep me from promoting my queen. And here again we have mating 20 moves, starting with this, and then my king protects the promoting of the pawn, and it goes free as a bird. Go and go, and then the queen comes, the pawn comes, and the king comes, and both. Not to mention that I not want to promote these 2. If I wanted, I would promote, then I would have 3 queens. Imagine. So go and checkmate. So this was my game against Clarabit. Of course, as I said before, life is not a bed of roses. I have lost many games against her. She's very good, and sometimes her tactical powers are monstrous. Yeah. But this was a nice game because I went surely and slowly and surely, and I would be able to, I could win this game. I think it was a nice game. I hope you liked it as much as I did. Thank you.